Wake up and win in your business and life. Welcome to the Wake Up Wednesdays podcast with your host, Lucrece Auguusma. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us for our first episode for season 3. Happy 2021 to you, and may this year bring you lots of joy, peace, and favor in your business and in your life. As we venture into this new year, we're about 4 weeks in. I wanted to share some practical things you can do to make 2021 the year you launch your brand. Yes, the year you launch your brand. You know that idea that you were thinking about doing for years and you never started on it? Yes, that one. It's time to get up and make it happen. So we're going to get right into it. So these practical steps are very simple. It's an easy way for you to just, get started on that idea and get the juices flowing. So the first step I wanted to go over is brainstorming. And there's a lot involved in brainstorming, a new idea. And I always like to recommend that as you brainstorm, the first thing you should consider is letting God direct your plans. Because sometimes we like to plan things and, God laughs at them. And, we think we're coming with our little plans, but God has something way bigger in mind. So I would recommend spending some time in prayer and really asking God, okay, I have this idea. What do you want me to do with this idea? So I think that's like the first thing to do as you brainstorm. And then once you do that, then you can start writing down your ideas, get a pen, get paper, and just write your ideas down. Whatever comes to mind after you've prayed, and write them down. And, it doesn't have to be organized. It doesn't have to be like all structured. You could structure it later. But for now, just get all those ideas. What do you want this to be? That vision that you have for the longest. What do you want it to be? And then next, come up with a name, come up with a cool name. And when you think about a name, I want you to go and check first, make sure, does it align with what you're doing? And number 2, do a quick check on the trademark search to see if no one else has it. And I'm sorry, Google is not going to cut it. Google's not enough for you to know if somebody else has it. So go and do that preliminary check to make sure no one else has that name. And then from there, you can, either get with a trademark lawyer, which we'll talk about later on in the show, and, get your stuff official. All right. So that's basically an overview of step 1. Now, the next step is getting the foundation right, the basics. So you have your idea, you already brainstorm it, you see where you want to go with this, you have your name. So now let's get the basics done. A lot of businesses, they fail to start properly. They like to skip to the logo and skip to the website and skip to, all the visual parts and just start selling. But it doesn't work like that. There are rules and there are things that you have to put in place, and some foundational things you need to put in place for your business. Things such as registering for your state. Within your state, to operate properly in whatever state you're in, you have to register. Make sure you open a business bank account, and getting everything set with IRS, getting an EIN, and any like licensing that you need for your industry, any insurance that you need, permits, whatever it is that you need, all that foundational stuff needs to be set, because you don't want any issues. So make sure you get all of that done. And another part in the foundational, getting the basics done, is protecting your brand. You don't want to have an idea and then somebody comes and whoop, tries to steal it, or, or somebody else uses it without you knowing. And then they end up trademarking the idea that you had and you didn't before, and then it ends up being a whole fiasco. So we don't want that to happen. Okay, so protect your brand. Get with a trademark lawyer, get with legal counsel to walk you through properly, and get that trademark done. Don't do it on your own. Don't try the legal Zoom and all that. Do it yourself. No, don't. I know you know you want to save some coins. I know everybody does, but there's some investments are that are worth it, and get you some legal counsel to walk you through properly how to do everything and represent you so you can protect your brand properly. So that's part of the basics. All right. And the third thing I wanted to talk about is starting to define your brand. So let's review. You got all the brainstorming out, you prayed, you did your brainstorming, you got your name, and now you got your basics done, your foundation. Now start defining your brand. This is where you're going to bring structure to everything that you did in step one. Start putting it together, start putting your mission together, your vision, your tagline, what you do, and be very specific about what you do, who you're going to serve, and what problem are you going to solve. So now you getting into the nitty gritty. So take some time and think about how you want to do that. The fourth step is to dream big and plan big. You have a mission, you have a vision, but you need steps to get there. You need action steps. If you don't put action to your words, nothing is going to happen. So in order for it to happen, you need to create action steps. And when you create those action steps, think about, where you want the brand to be, how you're going to operate, how much money do you want to make, and how you're going to manage your money. How am I going to get the word out there with marketing, the professional development? How are you going to stay on top of your game and things of that nature? And any partnerships and collaborations you think that might help you, be the best in your industry. So think about all those things. Plan. Plans give your dreams permission to come to life. So if you don't have a plan, then it's out of there. Okay. And we don't want that. So now, after you've done all the planning and the preparing and the strategizing, it's time to bring your brand to life. So notice we didn't start on any visual stuff yet until you had a plan. Because what that does, it gives now it's going to give all the visual aspect of everything a focus and a purpose. So you're not just going to create posts just to create posts on social media, or you're not just going to, like create random marketing that doesn't have any focus, it doesn't have any purpose, and doesn't have any direction. Now everything is going to be focused and on purpose. So that's what you want. Focused and on purpose. You bring your brand to life. Make sure it's professional. Make sure you invest in a graphic designer. Invest and bring that brand to life. Bring that vision visually to life. So that's it. So let's review these 5 core things so you can remember. First, brainstorm your idea, pray, and all that great stuff, and come up with a name. Number 2, get the basics down, get your foundation down properly. Make sure you start your business properly. Step 3, start defining your brand. Put structure to it, your mission, your vision, your core values. Step 4, make sure you have a plan. How are you going to reach those goals? How are you going to reach that mission and accomplish that mission? And the 5th step, of course, bring your brand to life. Create a visually aesthetic brand that is going to be the bomb.com. So make sure you do that. We have a free checklist for you that kind of goes into more detail of what we spoke about in the podcast. It's a free checklist. You can go visit www.envisiatecreative.com and just put your email in and you will get your free download instantly. So go ahead and do that, and it will help you, map out everything. And if you need more assistance after that to help bring that brand to life, we can assist as well. So you could check all that information out. So I hope these tips were helpful to get you started. Like I said before at the beginning, make 2021 the year that you get your brand out there, that you get your idea out there. This is because I'm very, very passionate about people living out their destiny, living out the purpose that God has for them. So don't sit on that idea. Get working. Get working. This is a year. This is the year. Don't wait any longer. Okay? So with that being said, our destiny nugget for today is to be fearless in anything that you're doing this year. Remember, God has not given you the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. I want you to guard this with all your heart and then watch you change the world. So stay connected with us on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn at Invisiate. All right. And you can also connect with us on our website at www.invisiatecreative.com. And we help women entrepreneurs launch beautiful and profitable brands that change the world. So if you need help with accomplishing the steps that we mentioned today in this podcast and what you'll find in the checklist, we can talk about it. We can help you get that together. All right. So until next time, bye-bye.